history with the election of President Barack Obama. He called us to service as there remains much work to do to end unemployment, poverty, and crime in our communities. There's so many books on how we can accomplish this. But this year, everyone's raving about this summer's hottest new book, The Solution for Black America, Reclaiming, Rebuilding, and Restoring the Urban Ghettos in America by Chicago's own Emmanuel Barbie. A graduate of Northeastern Illinois University, Barbie addresses key ways we back our families and communities. But unlike so many other books on this topic, Barbie captivates his reader, presenting solutions through a riveting life story. It's entertaining, it's different, it's exciting. The perfect book club selection. Don't be left out. Get your copy of The Solution for Black America, Reclaiming, Rebuilding, and Restoring the Urban Ghettos in America. Order today at Amazon.com.
Welcome to Help Stop the Genocide in American Ghettos podcast. I'm your host, Emmanuel Barbie. Tonight we're streaming live on Facebook. Before I jump into my general announcement, I would like to say a brief prayer. Heavenly Father, touch the hearts and minds of everyone who is listening to this podcast to get involved with this cause you called me to do. I pray that all of my listeners who don't know you will see you for themselves, who you are, and give their life back to you. Please help my group members to understand their role in this new movement called the Grassroots Community Activist Movement. In Jesus, Yahshua's name. On November 10th, 2020, will mark 29 years that I have been promoting my virtual Christian socialist organization online and in real life. My critics say that I should give up, that this is a lost cause, but I beg to differ. The only reason why I lack support from the black community is because I don't have the capital to do all the things which I have written in my revised book. Once I start making money, then everyone will come out of the woodwork and want to be a part of this organization. I would tell them ain't nothing changed. Once I have my management team in place and we have a physical building, then each person will be screened, must attend our mandatory orientation, and sign the community pledge, no exceptions. I do not associate with con artists, hardened criminals, active gang members, no urban terrorists, no pedophiles, and no half-steppers allowed in my organization. This is how I get down. It is our responsibility as black people to take the lead in solving black issues and African issues first by getting our story on the big screen and out to the general public. And that's what I tend to do in my future film. We hope and pray that the same energy used by the protesters will be used within our Christian socialist organization. This means working and mobilizing with other like-minded people, using our creativity and determination to bring forth new ideas, which I have written in my revised book. Starting in Chicago and eventually expand those ideas to 10 African nations, because right now our people, black people or African Americans, they're considered a joke. All this marching and protesting, our people have been doing that for 52 years, and that's not working. I'm trying to bring in new ideas, new thoughts. But I'm being ignored because, I'm quote unquote not a celebrity and all that stuff, and I'm not trying to become a celebrity for that type of stuff. I want to just get my ideas out there and get my ideas to be turned into put into action. That's what the grassroots community activist movement is all about. I'm calling on my African friends who are members of GRCAM of Africa to please work with evangelist Martha Mumba, who reside in South Africa. And all my South African friends, please again network with her, and because she's on the ground and she's working with me in GRCAM of Africa. She's the admin for me in that group, and so that's what I want to do: mobilize people in that area. So I appreciate that. My goal after we raise the funds for our film project and produce a quality film is to eventually come to South Africa and get connected with our brothers and sisters on the continent. So I'm encouraging Liberia to stand up, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Angola, Nigeria, Kenya, Ethiopia, Tanzania, and Uganda. We want to make our presence known in your country. So if I have African friends that live in those countries, please tell your people what I'm trying to do about my vision for Africa, and for them to, network with me, for them to join GRCAM of Africa, so that way we can get this ball rolling. The Caribbeans in such places as Barbados, Bahamas, and Haiti, Jamaica, and in time, Brazil. We plan to make our presence known there too. We will unite with one voice and one mind. That is to solve our social issues without the support from the financial elites, in Jesus' name. This podcast is about elevating community activists through storytelling, beginning with my own story. Hood Liberator made in Chicago, the war against Willie Lynch begins. We are trying to raise capital so that we can produce, promote, and provide job opportunities for our young people through our future films and stage plays. The support we will receive is historical, revolutionary, meaningful, and shall rival that of past black businesses. We are sincerely grateful to all of our supporters, no matter how big or small the donations are. The Grassroots Community Activist Institute will be in the business of creating docudramas, short films, theater, photography, fine arts, music, poetry, literature, sculpture, and dance for inner city youth. Change begins with the stories we tell. This is what part of our work will be. Consider becoming a monthly contributor to our Patreon page or PayPal page. We are excited to partner with Teen Spring. On there, we have a virtual store, GRCAM merchandise such as a COVID face mask, coffee mugs, posters, handbags, and t-shirts. All proceeds will go towards our film project. You can advertise your books, business on our platform. Thank you for your support of Black media. If you don't understand English, I provide a written transcript of this podcast on my Medium page. This podcast is an extension of the grassroots community activist movement. I created GRCAM because I got tired of all of the division among black people. Pan-Africanism was not working for black Americans. I wanted to start a new movement for black people to unite us based on individuals who care about solving black issues. I created GRCAM in 1991 on a site called Gopher. I wanted to create an organization that focused specifically on solving black issues in America. I wanted to connect with other like-minded African Americans, Afro-Brazilians, Afro-Canadians, Afro-Caribbeans, Afro-Europeans, African immigrants, Afro-Latinos throughout the diaspora. I also wanted to build a bridge between the Diaspora and Continental Africans. I use this platform to interact with everyone on my friends list and everyone in my social groups by giving Black businesses owners free airtime to promote their products and services. I give people in the faith community an opportunity to share the gospel of Jesus Christ, and ordinary law-abiding citizens an opportunity to share their special talents and skills to our listeners from the podcast community. After the show, I offer my guest speakers an incentive by sharing with them how to create their own podcast and YouTube channel to earn extra revenue. I also assist people on my friends list with creating basic websites, finding college scholarships and grants, housing, and legal services, all for free. I will be hosting my online talk show every Thursday until I'm able to raise $500,000 for our film project, either through Facebook live stream, Google Meet, or YouTube live stream. Even if you are unable to participate, when you have a moment, please watch or listen to my podcast and share it with all of your Facebook friends or any other social site that you're on. This will help get the ball rolling. If Thursday evenings are not good for you, then make arrangements with me to come on the show on another day and we can do the show one-on-one. If you are interested in joining my Christian groups or my secular groups, then send me a friend request on Facebook and briefly explain why you want to join my groups. Include your email. I will email you specific information about my virtual Christian Socialist organization, GRCAM, the Grassroots Community Activist Movement, information about my Christian business, GRCAI, the Grassroots Community Activist Institute of Chicago. I will send you information about my revised book, information about my online talk show, and information about my future urban Christian film. Basic instructions on participating on the show. First, watch my Facebook Live video called Side A. After I finish with my presentation, then I will open up the virtual phone lines. Just click on the phone icon to interact with me in real time through Facebook Messenger as a voice call for Q&A. This will be called Side B. The reason why the time range from 8 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Central Time is to give my international friends an opportunity to participate on the show. Tonight's topic, putting our interests first. What we're trying to do on this platform is make a connection between the Diaspora and Continental Africans. Once we get our film project fully funded and made, then we plan on moving our Christian business from behind the computer, starting in Chicago. Part of our work will be to work directly with broken Black families who are trapped in the inner cities. We want to do more than just talk about the issues, but rather put my ideas into action, promoting a global African Renaissance and giving our members an opportunity to tour Africa and see what we will be doing on the continent, as well as doing tours in the Caribbean and eventually in Brazil. My call to action is for everyone on my friends list and everyone in my social groups to please support our film project so that we can get our story on the big screen. Also as DVDs in order to reach the masses beyond cyberspace. The proceeds from the film will help us speed up the process to do positive things that Black people are doing. So we want to, promote positive things that people are doing in the communities, if given a chance. Our children will see that we built this organization from a computer into cities across America, Africa, the Caribbeans, Brazil. This is my calling. Black people have always been manipulated by the system. For those of us who understand our purpose, it is to build a better system for our children in order to create a more just society, and also to reconnect with the motherland, Africa, to rebuild her back to her golden age. Black unity is a must, especially with all of these murders of unearned black people in America, to racial discrimination against Africans in China. Yet many of our people still don't get it because they don't read nor do they do research. Ignorance is a choice in the information age. If politicians want the black vote, then they need to offer specific tangibles for black people. The Democrats have tried to divide us based on gender, and it's not working. A lot of sisters are woke. The Democrats have a Breonna Taylor issue. We all learned how this sister was killed in cold blood by road cops, and these career politicians aren't doing anything about it. The same fate happened to Sarah Bland and Corey Gaines. This is why the sisters are not backing the Democrats. We also have a Karen issue. We see time and time again these videos of white supremacists, Karens, harassing black people, then calling the police. And these career politicians aren't doing anything about it. Truth be told, law enforcement, white supremacist militia, and the Karens are clicked in and on code. And that's the way black people need to be as well. We need to be on code and work together. Again, it shouldn't take nobody 28 years to start a positive nonprofit in the black community. We see all the killings and stuff that's taken place. Since 2001, over 4,000 people has been killed in the city of Chicago alone. Multiply that times all the inner cities in America. So again, this is my passion, and this is why I've been pushing this stuff for so long, because it's just really heartbreaking. And again, our efforts, I feel like my talents and skills would be better off on the continent. But again, I'm in America, and I'm on a shoestring budget, so I can't just up and leave myself. So I'm quote unquote trapped. But I'm gonna do the best that I can while I'm here to try to get my message out. And truth be told, I wouldn't even have to make a film if, the black community would supported my book when I got it published back in 2012. But, unfortunately, a lot of our people don't like to read. And unfortunately, our people rather spend their money on, rappers and people that don't really care about them. So, it's just really a sad situation. But, somebody have to do it. So, again, I just, even though, I just keep praying to my higher power, which is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, Yahshua. Just give me the strength to continue to endure this. But please open up these doors for me so that way I can move to the next level. I don't like being stagnant, That's how come I'm trying to do more than just, write a book. Now I'm trying to do a film. But again, I refuse to be ignored by small-minded individuals. I want to connect with like-minded individuals that has the same type of passion as me, and for us to work together to get this thing popping. And that's the whole purpose of this show too. It's not just about me to sit on here and complain about black issues. I want to be able to present my information to those who think outside the box like myself, for us to work together and for us to go ahead and try to help our people, the ones that want more out of life, because we can't help everybody. It's just how it is. I explain in detail how this system, capitalism, maintained the racial economic pyramid created by white supremacists in my revised book. The Democrats are using a new strategy. They are trying to appeal to black men after years of saying black men are irrelevant and that black women is the backbone of the Democratic Party. The Democrats are making it very clear they will not offer specific tangibles for black people. They are putting together a new voter coalition of Latino, immigrants, LGBT, feminists, and white moderate voters as a way to sidestep black demands, which is reparations and punishment for road cops. It boils down to economics and weakening the enforcement arm of white supremacists. We have to be aware of black collaborators who are helping the Democrats neutralize black demands. It's all about keeping black people at the bottom and making sure the racial economic pyramid remains intact. My message to America: the bill for 400 years of oppression, economic exclusion, and social deprivation has come due with interest. The Grassroots Community Activist Institute will function in the areas of community co-op, community grocery stores, community health care, and community housing. GRCAM will operate on two fronts, a domestic front and on an international front. On a domestic front, within the United States, we want to create a sense of national urgency about the genocide which is taking place within our inner cities in America, starting in Chicago. We will push for social change through our stories, using media and advocacy. We will achieve this through our film, stage plays, and journalism to change the narrative. We will strive to educate and enlarge our audience of concerned citizens who care about solving black issues in America. We will create satellite communities within the inner cities, starting in Chicago. It's my hope that it can be a model for other communities in America if it spreads to other cities that would be good. If not, then at least the global black family will know that we did try to do something. We also want to help eradicate urban violence in Chicago through our programs and services. We want to tackle poverty, institutionalized racism, and police brutality within the black community. We want to promote economic opportunities in the African American community by becoming an advocate and resource for our members. Offer a second chance program for ex-offenders of nonviolent crimes, former gang members, and homeless individuals within the community. Provide programs and services to strengthen the black family by creating quality jobs and building a strong economic base to heal collectively from this Willie Lynch mentality in America and on the African continent, to heal from colonized mentality. To get our house in order first before we invite non-black sympathizers into our space. On an international front, we will hire African immigrants in America to encourage the diaspora to work with us to set up chapters in South Africa first. Because I have more people that's in South Africa that's networking with me, so That's where I feel led to go to first. And I'm also going to try to apply for dual citizenship there too, God's willing. I am encouraging all my international friends to put pressure on your governments to allow the diaspora to have citizenship within 5 years if you're serious about us doing business on the African continent. We will go through the proper channels with the African government to start our NGO, non-government organization. We are determined to work with our disadvantaged brothers and sisters in the society to improve and enhance the capacity for self-development. We will fight against corruption and nurture young Africans by conducting mentorship programs and various youth activities across Africa. We want to promote education through establishing learning centers, book donations, publications to needy young people to enable them to achieve their academic goals. We want to promote health among the people living in rural and low-income urban areas by organizing for medical camps and health awareness campaigns. We want to participate in various economic activities geared towards improving the standard of living among the people in low-income rural and urban communities. We will offer private employment to our members based on our budget and sponsorship. We will provide infrastructure for building bridges, roads, power lines, clean running water, agricultural technology, solar and wind energy to help our brothers and sisters with their electric generators, and most of all, help improve the African economy. We'll focus on creating a genuine, sovereign, and self-sufficient Africa in which both continental Africans and the African diaspora can benefit from. The main focus of the Grassroots Community Activist Institute International Front is to connect the diaspora with continental Africans through African tourism, business, culture, Christianity, and politics. GRCAM International will focus on rebuilding Africa to secure our future. We have the technology and knowledge to rebuild Africa. GRCAM is trying to recruit Africans of the diaspora and continental Africans to unite and help Africa reach her potential. Without the diaspora, Africa will continue to be exploited by non-black foreigners, and without continental Africans, Africa will continue to be weakened. If we lose the continent, we lose everything. So African people, please keep that in mind. We both need each other. The Grassroots Community Activist Movement will take the lead in ushering in an African Renaissance in which the diaspora and continental Africans can pull our resources together, rather that's through the mental power, monetary, or spiritual. Help in returning Africa back to its golden age. The time is now to sow seeds of hope, prosperity, peace, and sovereignty, and plant them. So in the future, we will reap a mighty harvest for Africa and the diaspora. The objective is a difficult one, but will be accomplished. Please partner with us in making this objective a reality and creating an African paradise, a paradise in which Africa controls its destiny and resources and does not have to rely on foreign exploiters who do not serve the best interests of African people. It's not my burden alone, but rather a shared burden, for I am just one black man with a vision and a plan. It takes a team to make a dream work. GRCAM is a global community of thinkers and builders. I need your help to move GRCAM from behind the computer into our urban communities that need our talents and skills. Join us in creating an Africa for Africans that are at home and abroad. All right, I have finished my presentation and now I'm getting ready to open the virtual phone lines for Q&A for side B. Thank you for listening to this podcast, and I hope that people would call in. If I don't get any callers, I would say I'm willing to stick around for about 30 minutes. If I don't have any callers, then, we'll just call it a night, and I'll continue this next Thursday. But again, I'm not on here to play games. I know a lot of people want to just talk to me on a individual basis, and that's, cool and stuff. But, I'm here on business, Again, I've been pushing this thing for over 15 years. If I was just trying to make money, I would have been written many of books, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not just trying to write books. I want to be able to connect with smart people to work with me and Sister Renee, I would say in person, not, just from behind a computer. So that's how come I want to do those tours, so that way we can make connections with real people on the ground in Africa to really meet continental Africans. Because, again, they don't know me and vice versa. Again, I'm encouraging all of my group members to please purchase my ebook. You can get it on Amazon for $9.99. Read my story first, so that way you have an idea of what you're getting yourself involved with. I'm on the up and up with everybody. I don't have any hidden agendas. And again, I just want to work with people that's, want more out of life. And I want to be like Nehemiah, pretty much. I want to select qualified people to be on my management team. He didn't just build that wall of Jerusalem by himself. He selected qualified bricklayers, architects, engineers. So that's how I want to be too. I want to make sure I have smart and brave and smart black middle class professionals. That's where I'm geared toward. And so that's just how it is. And we want to start it here in Chicago. Again, if I'm unable to get support from the community, then we'll take it to another city. I'm not limited to just Chicago. Like I say, help stop the genocide in American ghettos. So, we hope that it will go national. But like I say, it's just, it's that Willie Lynch mentality. So that's what I want to declare war on in my real business, and also in my real business, I'm going to give people an opportunity too, because everything that I experience in terms of all this unnecessary rejection for trying to do something positive in the community, I'm going to make sure that none of my members will have to endure such, lack of support. That's not going to happen in GRCAM. We see people that want to do something positive in the community, and they have a business plan and all that stuff. We're going to try to back them, and that's real. And I definitely want to bring this again to the continent and help those brothers and sisters that's going through way more problems than what we're going through here. But theirs is just horrible, and that's not what God wants our people to be in that predicament, because we have all the wealth and stuff on the continent, and yet, that's where a lot of poor people are at. It's supposed to be a quote-unquote third world country, and that's a lie. Africa is not a third world country. It's these other countries that's a third world country. That's why they keep going over there and trying to exploit Africa's resources. And so that's why I want to be able to go there, educate our people, help create jobs for our people, so that way they don't have to keep relying on those the quote-unquote new colonizers, which is becoming China. That's not cool. So with that said, I'm going to conclude side A and focus on side B. So callers, the phone lines are now open.